you affirm that the testimony you are about to give in the case now before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, subject to the fees and penalties of perjury?
All right, watch your step, please. Have a seat. And would you state your name and spell your last name for the record, please?
James Thompson, Thompson.
Did you come into contact with Nicholas Rossi on September 16th of 2008?
Yes.
Do you remember about what time of day you came into contact with him?
1:40 a.m. approximately.
And how did you come into contact with him? What happened?
I don't recall the exact incident. However, reviewing my report, he had called and requested to make a report with an officer. And that call was assigned to me.
Okay. And what did he want to talk about?
He wanted to make a report that he had been raped by his girlfriend.
Did he say anything about whether she had reported that him raping her?
Yes.
And do you remember the timing, like how recently she had reported him raping her?
He stated that she had recently reported that he had sexually assaulted her, and therefore he wanted to make a report against her.
Okay. Also for rape?
Correct.
Whose statement is this?
This is Nicholas Rossi's voluntary witness statement.
Please.
I, Nicholas Rossi, hereby state that on 6 to 8 occasions of Orem, Utah, forcibly held me down and kissed me. She would wear lingerie, and I would prompt her to get off of me. I would articulate to her that she and I should not be doing this, yet she continued to do so, regardless of me saying that I did not want it. She would repeatedly insert my penis into her vagina, and she would say, "You like that, don't you?" She would scream and yell, "Yes, yes, give it to me." I would cooperate because I felt that she was being honest with me because she told me that she loved me, which turned out to be a lie. She would stay very late. She would stay over my house for 6 to 9 days. Next page. At a time, even though I repeatedly asked her to leave. For a time, we did have consensual sex, and she acknowledged that she wanted to have my children, and she wanted to be married to me. She was verbally and emotionally abusive to me, taking money and belongings from my person, such as an iPhone, an iPod, and my computer. She then told me that I owed her money for the time and gas I wasted her, amounting to $300. She would have her friend Lysander call me and threaten me that I would have all of my limbs ripped off and be thrown into a river while she laughed in the background, which I reported to the police. She then was told by me that I no longer wished to communicate with her, but nonetheless, I kept caring about her. She would come to my home and restrain me on my bed and make out with me and forcibly engage in sexual acts. She later advised me that the only reason she was sleeping with me was because she hoped to get her money back. I felt that she broke my trust and didn't help me with what she said she would help me with. My emotions, she violated my body, she hurt me emotionally, and she sexually assaulted me, which she has admitted to in phone and instant messaging conversations.
Okay.
Signed, N.E. Rossi.
Good morning, Sergeant Thompson.
Morning.
I just have a couple questions for you based on what you just testified to at the state. So in 2008, you were a patrol officer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're fairly new to the job?
Yes.
Okay, and so it sounds like you don't have an independent memory of like what call you responded to that date?
Correct.
But you were able to remember that by reviewing your report as well as looking at this voluntary statement?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to direct do you still have the voluntary statement in front of you?
Yes, I do.
I want to direct your attention. Can you read out loud to the court all of the sentences that follow notice?
Notice pursuant to section 76.8.504.5 Utah Code annotated 1953 as amended, you are notified that statements you are about to make may be presented to a magistrate or judge in lieu of your sworn testimony as a preliminary examination. Any false statement you make and that you do not believe to be true may subject you to criminal punishment as a Class A misdemeanor.
Is that a standard, what is that? Why is that on this statement?
It is to notify them that anything they put in this statement needs to be true or they could face that criminal penalty.
Do you read that out loud to them before you have people fill out these statements, or do you just assume people read that?
I don't read it to them. I point to it and tell them to read it before filling it out.
Okay, fair enough. But essentially that admonition tells people who fill these out that they need to tell the truth, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. I want to back up a little bit about your training and experience as a patrol officer. Have you investigated instances of sexual assault before?
Yes,
About how many?
I couldn't say.
So a lot, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah. It's safe to say, though, you've probably investigated men who have reported that they have been sexually assaulted?
Yes,
Yes. So just to kind of put a fine point on it, men can also be sexually assaulted, correct?
yes,
Okay. And throughout this statement that Mr. Rossi made, he denies that he sexually assaulted anybody, correct?
I don't know that he actively denies it.
He doesn't admit to sexually assaulting anybody, correct?
Correct, there's no admission of sexual assault.
His statement is that assaulted him, right?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.